I'm at the stage of the build now where I've already put in the wiring for the CRX 50 fridge. I'm now looking to put in also a socket, a 12 volt socket, which is a cigarette lighter socket. And I'm looking to put that on the back side of the unit because the 12 volt TV that I've purchased will fit on the headrest here, and then I can plug it into the side here. However, the 12 volt socket I don't want to leave on permanently all the time. I'm going to use a switch as well, which I put in the front panel to the side of the CRX 50 fridge, which I can switch on and off. It's just a bit of a more fail safe really. I've got the 12 volt and I've also got the cable as well. It's a good 27 amp cable, so that should be good enough just to put in the cigarette lighter connection. So let's get on with it. Like I said, I've already done part of the wiring ready for the fridge, which I've ordered now. So hopefully next week I can start installing the fridge and I'll show you that. But today I'm going to put in a 12 volt cigarette lighter socket on the back side of the unit in order to be able to plug in my 12 volt TV. I've located where I need to drill the hole. Now what I want to do is I just want to cover up these vents with a bit of paper because I'm going to be drilling, and the last thing I want to do is block up the vents for the actual fridge itself. So I'm just going to put some paper over the top of that, tape it in, and then I'll drill the hole. I've screwed in and put in the cigarette charger socket just on the outside there. You can see the vents. That's the side vents for the fridge to go in. The 12 volt socket comes through, and then you have your, now I ran out of cable. This is a 27 amp cable, so it's ideal for the TV. That goes down. That's an earth cable. In actual fact, you can see I've actually put some earth tape on it, and that goes to the earthing bar, and then that goes out and down to the switch that I've now put in, and that will go into the side here after I've put the fridge into the unit. I've got a blanking plate for that as well, and there's another switch there to isolate the fridge itself. So you've got the earth, and then you have your positive, which comes out, it comes down, and then it goes into the switch, which is the center. So that's your switch cable. And then your positive, which goes all the way back to the battery, that is actually all the way and then through, and then that runs through the bodywork in that conduit that I've got. So there's your switch, isolator switch as well for the 12 volt cigarette lighter. I've also actually put silicone around it as well as screwed it in. So that's not going anywhere, but it's not about that. It's about actually any condensation getting into the actual unit itself, and so therefore it's sealed up, so hopefully there won't be any condensation going into that. That's the wiring for the 12 volt cigarette lighter, and then hopefully my next video will be about the CRX 50 fridge that I wire in. You can see I've got the heavy duty cables there ready to go in for the fridge, and again that runs back to the fuse box in the battery, so it's all fused, everything's fused, but I also like to put isolator switch on there as well, just to make sure, because I'm not going to be using the fridge all the time. I like to switch it off. I know there's a switch I think actually in the fridge itself, but it's just easier to turn on and off. I just found it easier to do that. So that's it for this week. So that's sorry it's a very short video, but that's your 12 volt cigarette lighter. Let me just shut the door a minute. There you go, so you can see it's just around the side there, and then that will plug in into the TV, and then you have the TV hanging from the headrest, which works really well. Okay, so we're getting there. The only thing I haven't got is the Sequoia legs yet. I'm still waiting for them, and as soon as I've got them, then I can put them in. And then obviously I need to get the hob and the sink all in one, and then I need to cut that in and get that put in with the 11 litre bottles. And I'm also going to be looking at a different way that I did last time. I'm going to be using smaller gas cans. Still going to need a gas box, but that will go into the end unit there and won't use so much space. So yeah, that's pretty good. The catches I've put on already. There you go, so there's a cutlery tray. Soft close, nice and simple, locks in, easy peasy lemon squeezy.